Good morning, YouTubers. Welcome back to our fourth edition of Woodworking on Wheels Plus. Today, I'd just like to show you that we built a flower pot for my daughter. We set it on the front porch, and with the help of Brooklyn, we were able to put this together, and this is the finished product. Now I'm going to take you down to the garage after I introduce you to Brooklyn. This is my granddaughter.
Hi.
As you can see, we've been busy here at the shop. I've been trying to clean out some of this wood I've got in my bin. So I made this sign. I finished up my doors on my cabinet, and with the addition of the flower planter, I got out of trouble with the wife and daughter. I've got a project today that I'm going to attempt, and I'm going to try to build a cabinet or a shelf for my wife. Well, I'm sorry we lost video on when I built this. My granddaughter and I, we just messed up and didn't record. But here's the finished product. I think my wife's going to enjoy it. I would have put a back on it, but with all this COVID stuff going around, I didn't want to drive to Lowe's and get the plywood to do it. So later on I'll probably go get some and put it on. But today I'd like to share with you a verse from Isaiah 60:22. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Sleep in peace tonight. God is in control. Let me tell you a little story. 9 years ago, April 27th, a tornado hit where I live. We had to have my house torn down. My wife and I were separated. She lived in one place, I lived in another for 5 months and 10 days. We couldn't live, and a friend of mine, Joe Manning, found this house, which was right down the street from him, and we ended up getting it. And this is why I've got all this shop and everything. I didn't have a shop at my other house. I had a garage, but it was just a gravel floor, and I didn't have a shop, didn't have room for it. But you know, the Lord seen fit. 5 months and 10 days after the tornado hit, we moved into this house, and it seems like ever since then we have tried to improve. Up until that time, I really didn't go to church. I really learned what God wanted me to do. I had a bunch of sound equipment, stuff like that. The Lord gave me. Well, I wondered why He did it. Well, I now run sound for my church. I've been doing it for about 8 years. I've been going to that church, and the Lord showed me a lot. And you know, I'm thinking during this COVID-19, people, we need hope. Well, through this verse, Isaiah 60:22, He tells us when the time is right, I am the Lord. And He's got it. He's got us. Even though everybody thinks right now, you know, we're having to stay at home, which please do stay at home, because this virus is bad. Where I live, there's not that many cases going, but I know up around Providence, Rhode Island, or Chicago, my buddy of mine told me that there was over 1,000 cases. Please stay at home, but you know, the Lord's going to bring us through this. And just like He brought me and my wife back, we didn't have a house. I mean, we were homeless. But yet, God seen fit to give us this. And I'd just like to thank y'all for watching. And Jesus is the only way. And always remember, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him would not perish, but have everlasting life. People, I fear for you if you don't believe that. But thank the Lord, he's give us a way out, and I'm looking forward to being with him. Thanks a lot, guys. If this has been any good for you, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot.